Hey guys, welcome back. Another episode of the MotleyCraft server. Your host, John Megacycle. It's freaking raining. Boop. Oh, is it daytime? Awesome. Ooh, glitch. Put that there. Am I in a sleeping? Oh my God, I'm stuck in a sleeping bag. All right. Well, that's what happens when you click that button too often. Okay, there we go. Better? Okay, better. Cool. Hey guys, welcome back again. John Megacycle here, another episode of the MotleyCraft server. Took a bit of a break from the shenanigans going on here and now came back, and I've done a bunch of work. I think we're only on episode 3 here. I haven't been concentrating all too heavily on... Get that. Minecraft as a whole. I've been playing a lot of RTSs, really trying to catch up on my user requests. A lot of good stuff going on there, but we've also been doing a lot of good stuff here. So for this episode, we're going to kind of keep this kind of light. We're going to check out what changes have been made to Sanctuary. Then we're going to go check out a new base I've got going on. Something very simple, very rustic. Kind of like the last Feed the Beast server where I had my personal farm kind of a base. And then I just want to chat with you something real quick, and then we'll call that an episode. So, first floor, not much has changed here. Very simple stuff. Been the same way it's always been. Simple machines, bed, enchanting station. The trophy room has been expanded quite a bit by Joshua's Prime. Very nice. We've got lich heads now. We've got, what else? We have a bunch of stuff that I don't even know where the heck this stuff came from. I guess I could have just read the flavor text. An Erdgas trophy, a Hydra trophy, a Naga trophy. What the hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh, it's a slime. See, I know you give leather. This one just makes weird noises. Slime doesn't do nothing. That sets you on fire. That poisons you? I know that poisons you. Hang on. Hi. Hello. Whoa! Get witched. Blindness, okay. Oh! I got a gold nugget. Probably from the zombie pigment. Okay, poison I know. This one's fun. Shoots an arrow straight up. And this happy little fella, he teleports you. I don't really know how it works. I think it's the way you're facing, but it throws an ender pearl, so I mean it's just walls here, so I can't really test it. Oh, bat trophy. No idea what that does. Zombie trophy. Super creepy noises. That's cool. So some good additions here. We really scaled down this room as storage and really moved everything downstairs. And then of course some additions of new armors. Let's just go through these real quick. Amethyst, Mage, Tron. Oh, I mean Fiery, Muddy, Naga some more. Wooden. I think we did go through these before. Bronze. Ironwood, but I think there have been some different. I'll have to check the other video to see. Thaumium, Steel Leaf, Chain, of course, Thaumaturges, yeah, Thumbcraft, Battle Mage, very cool, Apiarists, Diamond, Steel, and Leather, and then Gold. Very cool. If you've seen any of the other videos, you know that this is a long walking path to our spawn chamber. I replaced it. Portals, baby. Far easier. Real nice once we have Mistcraft all set up and everything, and we do, so it's really nice to have that just ready to go. And then, of course, a warp back. No problem. Real simple stuff. Really makes the place a little nicer. Let me dump off some of this stuff in the ME system. That can go away, clean that up. Very good. So we have our armory floor and trophy floor. So there's that. This one is Mistcraft. I've cleared out all the books. I delete all the worlds that people aren't using. Really keeps the server light. That way we don't have a bunch of worlds loaded. And I also reset the server, well, reset's a bad word. I reboot the server on a fairly regular basis, hopefully once, twice a day. That way, depending on if we've got a lot of people, I think I'm the only one. Yep. If we've got a lot of people, it keeps all these worlds that aren't being used unloaded real nice. Now, Spectral and I were working on this little happy fella. If you're familiar with this is called a smeltery. It's from Tinker's Construct. It's been real nice and it served our purpose. I hooked up an unlimited lava thing here. Actually, I think Joshimus gave me the idea for this one. So this has been very good, but it's been very small. This is, I think, your standard sized. Well, with the corners, it's 5 by 5 by 5, I think. Maybe 6. I don't know, but it's not huge. So Spectral and I were working on an automatic version of this, and we made this sucker huge. This actually goes down about 20 blocks. And actually, let's just make sure there's nothing going on. Nothing going on. Okay. I'm going to take those two out, and we'll take out the controller as well. And I need to go bat mode, or I'm going to die. Currently, we are at 57. This goes all the way down to 38. And I know it's going to be dark, so let's just do this. This is huge. This can hold about 3.5 stacks of material, and when smelted down, it can hold we tried clear glass, and it holds about 450 clear glass. It's absolutely amazing. It will definitely take care of any smeltery needs you may have, and poof, good to go. And the awesome thing about it is we hooked it up to our ME system. Oh, crap. Okay, good. We hooked it up to our ME system, and we made it fully automatic. Everything you can make out of it, maniolan, alumite, bronze, clear glass, and aluminum brass, you put in the order, you'll get it. Now the cool thing is with these interfaces, it doesn't have to know how it's made. All it really has to know is what it requires, and then the arrow points into whatever it's going to feed it into, in this case the controller. Controller stacks it up on the left and smelts it. Again, unlimited lava here. And then what we did is we put in these fluid ducts with a whitelist of what we want to come out of it. So in this case, molten glass. When you put glass in there, it'll cook down, it'll turn it into clear glass, and you need to pour it into casting basins. So this pours into casting basins right here, and then let's just get a good look here. A basic import bus puts it right into the ME system. Simple as that. You put in an order for 10,000 to something, it'll get it, no problem. Now over here we have a similar process. Instead we did the ingot version of the mold with the casting table, and then same thing here. Molten maniolan and bronze, whitelist, and then same thing here with alumite and aluminum brass. Now we separated them that way because if we didn't have the whitelists and have them segregated like that, you'd get half and half. So if you only wanted one ingot, half would go in here, half would go in here, and you get an uneven mess. Now the fluid transposer is what we use just to get the molten liquid in the bucket in the first place, so we could add it to the fluid duct. Real simple stuff there. And this makes it fully automatic. It's very cool. So if ever you wanted to make some new tools, all you have to do is really count the alumite or whatever you need, put in the order, you'll get the ingots, and then this just makes it into the ingots. You can come back here and you can fine-tune all the other stuff you need when you put down the other casts. So if you need the handle, or the mallet hammerhead, or the rapier spear, or I just lost my train of thought, the tang. The blade, there we go. If you need the tang, you use that. So that's really handy there. So this is a real nice achievement. It took Spectral and I maybe, I don't know, an hour. Get it all dug out, hammered out, get that finished up. Next is what I call the server room. This is our ME area. A lot of little things have changed here. I've done a lot of cleanup with the storage, deep storage units. I've also created a separate room for UU fabrication. This is exactly as it looks like. We've got igneous extruders that just crank out cobblestone. Cobblestone goes into a deep store unit. That deep store unit then holds it for recyclers, which have an overclocker upgrade on them. This just cranks out scrap. Scrap is then fed into another deep store unit, and then these are fed into mass fabs. Now, I'm mass fabricating a bunch of, I think, clay right now, but the thing is, we can't keep up with it. Like, these mass fabs are producing so much that the storage we have downstairs for UU matter is at 100% all the time. So that's pretty awesome. This system was replaced by some item ducts we had previously, and the problem is once the server glitches or lags out or times out or whatever, sometimes the items in the item ducts are ejected, and the problem with that is that creates a ton of lag. So this whole system, since I did ME in its place, there's no animation really. All that's really doing or happening is this light is triggering, but you're not seeing the items fly through the duct. So that saves a lot on server processor, which is great. So there's that. Separate room just for UU matter. Oh, and then a tesseract, of course, that goes downstairs. Downstairs we have our huge storage tanks. So there's that. Several other upgrades to our energy control. I've more than doubled our high voltage solar arrays, and I tripled our MFSUs. And that was necessary because we were burning too much energy during the nighttime and we weren't recuperating it in the day. So I built enough of these to counteract that. So during the day, we could try to catch up, but then I just needed a few more high voltage solars. And then we have tons of geothermals that also help a bunch. So that's all great. And then here's where the actual magic happens. Here's our replicator. As I mentioned, I'm doing clay. Not a huge deal, but something we were low on. Wanted to get that cleaned up. So aside from that, we did have a bank of storage, deep storage units here, and then some ender chests. I moved those into their own room as well. And the reason why I'm separating these things by room is anytime anyone's new to a mod pack, I want to make sure they understand what the difference is of the function. So even though this room down here, the UU matter fabrication, even though this is using ME to transmit the units, this is really its own kind of a thing itself. Really, we have Mine Factory Reloaded, Industrial Craft. You know, we've got a couple of things, thermal expansion. We have a lot of things here that I don't want to be confused with the normal goings on here. So trying to treat this as more of a tutorial thing. And then of course I just created a storage hall. This has ME wiring running behind it. These are all the deep storage units that I pulled out of our normal hard drives. And what this does is really leans up how much space is being consumed by them. So I just put an item frame here so you can see what kind of units of stuff that we have. And I did put a console here. And based on item capacity, you can see I probably took the top 15, 16 that we had, whatever was the most populous. Oops. And then I just crammed it in here, got it cleaned up, saved our drives a lot of space. In addition to that, as I mentioned, ender chests. What I did is I marked these up with a sign, and then I tried to mark them uniquely to what we're not using on the server, and then I put an export bus and then filled it. So we have wood, cobble, dirt, sand, gravel, endstone, and ice, and then not assigned. This is how an ender chest usually starts. If you're not familiar, these ender chests allow you to mark them with certain colors, and think of them like frequencies in tesseracts if you've used those before. All you do is you take another ender chest, go somewhere else, mark it. Let's say we want ice, blue, white, blue. Right here is where it's being kicked into. So if we were anywhere else, any other dimension, and we wanted ice, put down the ender chest, mark it up with the colors, and then we have it. And then the ME system is constantly flooding this box with ice. So if you have any large projects you want to use a ton of resources for, but don't want to farm them or migrate them in between systems, we have it here, no problem. So you don't even have to use ME to use these systems. Just build an ender chest and away you go. Aside from that, I think that's all that's been changed about the server room. We'll go downstairs and check out storage. And that's really about it for this base. We'll jump to my base and then a couple of closing thoughts, and that'll be it for this. So here's our huge steel tanks. This is the UU matter. This is what I was saying before. It's 100%. And that's because of the energy we're drawing in and the resources we're fabricating. It's not going to run out because we're never using more than the mass fabs can keep up. So we're literally just generating sand, clay, diamond, whatever. Liquid XP, Mob Essence, and then Master Codex and Spectral created a world where the ocean was liquid essence. I don't know how they did it, but I told them that I'd rather them pump a bunch of it back here in Sanctuary and then delete the world, and they did just that, which was really cool. But we have a ton of this stuff. I don't even know what this stuff is used for. Liquid essence. Yeah, I don't know. No idea. But these are really simple. They're either ender tanks that are hooked up or tesseracts. And then this is a tesseract that's brought up from up top. And then this is some biomass stuff that Spectral is working on. I have no idea also how this works. So much of this stuff changes, and it's a little difficult to keep up, but it's also a lot of fun. I mean, so many different ways to do things. It's crazy. It's awesome, but it's kind of crazy. And then let's see, down here, this is where we had the item ducts and the mass fabrication system before. The server was lagging really hard one day and I couldn't figure out what was causing it, and I came into this room and there were 800 plus entities just sitting in these couple of chunks. And the reason for that was, like I said, the item duct glitched, and then it was just spewing out tons and tons of cobblestone. So making that ME has made that much safer. So, I think that's really about it for Sanctuary. Oh, actually, there's a little bit outside. I lied. There's a little more. Let's see. Over here we have Rotorhead's house. Rotorhead just joined the server back after a couple months of break, so it's nice to see him starting back out. I might have shown this in the previous video, but I really like the aesthetics, so we'll do it again. Really nice log house style. Very cool. The stone mixed in with the wood adds a really nice aesthetic. I'm not going to go in and go through his stuff, but I really like how it's like a great hall style. Large enough for a lot of people. What the heck? Squid is stupid. Anyway, it's a really nice look, really nice aesthetic. It's certainly different than the rest of the other houses, which is awesome. It's good that we get a bunch of people with a lot of different ideas and a lot of different viewpoints on how this should all work. That's really cool. So aside from this, not much has changed from Sanctuary. A lot of people are going off and doing their own bases, their own thing, which is really cool. As long as we have this really strong place to come back to in case we need resources or anything, that's really what counts. So, I'm going to take care of a few things here, and I will see you guys back at my base. See ya in a second. You guys are all familiar with Cherry House, right? This is the first house that I built solely with aesthetic. I really liked the exterior. Everything was mathed out to proportion. Mathed out. I really liked how this one turned out. Not the fanciest, but actually one of the fanciest builds I've ever made. I was really happy with how this one turned out. But in here, I do have a couple of books. No, that's not the right one. There we go. Hockey Girl and I one day said, you know what, it'd be really cool if we just restarted. And this happens once in a while. I'll just get an itch. I want to start from scratch. Basic tools. The only thing, I have no armor. All my power armor's gone. I've only been using my power fist back at Sanctuary to try to do cleanup, and then my excavator and hammer. I just got this Scepter of Twilight from Joshimus, and it's pretty sweet. So aside from that, like I said, Hockey Girl and I broke down and we were like, you know what, let's start something completely new. Oh, look at that, someone put a mute box in there. And we just started working with what we found. We found some animals, got them penned up, started working on a house, very simple house, and then just started there. Simple resource collection. There's a creeper on my radar. Do 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 do. Nope. Let's see here. I wonder where he is. He's probably in the house. No, I see him on the map though. Oh, is he outside? Hang on. Okay, he's downstairs. Great. Anyway, real simple contraptions, real simple design, just really get it started. We have a harvester and a planter, just getting some very simple resource allocation going on. We put a tank down there. There's a sludge boiler down there, just so we can get some very simple organics going. Clay, wood, sand, ash, whatever. I did plant trees here in this planter, but we have more than enough lumber than we'll ever need. So watermelon, pumpkins, wheat, sugar, some cotton around here somewhere. Yep, there, and potatoes. So yeah, we just wanted something simple and rustic. The inside is really nothing super fancy either. There he is. Alright, well, I wanted to give you a tour, but now I gotta dance with this jerk. Alright. Wonder where the heck he spawned. Anyhow, Real simple stuff here. First floor, don't have anything furnished yet. Second floor, tried to do like a dining room table sort of a thing. Worked out real nice using stairs. Stairs turned upside down worked out great. A couple of torches, a couple of MotleyCraft chairs worked out nice. I did some desks, some beds, real simple. Real simple stuff. Didn't want anything really fancy here. But let's go downstairs. And here's the workshop. Just tunneled a bunch out. Real simple machines, real simple contraptions, a pulverizer, some furnaces, igneous extruder, lava fabricator, induction smelter, real simple stuff. And then over here, of course, the magma crucible fluid transposer. And then, of course, some of these guys, these berries, the oreberry bushes. So this has been real simple. I keep saying simple. I need another synonym for simple. Plain? Sure. It's kind of plain. But it's been a lot of fun just restarting. Sometimes you just have to, and without nuking a server and starting from scratch. It's a lot of fun just to grab one or two people and just get a clean view of everything. And we started with nothing again. So we're back to barrels, some simple storage, and a few simple tools made out of iron. I got one diamond and alumite. Yeah, nothing fancy there. I started to work with turtles, and I didn't get very far, I'll be honest. I really got to dig into how those things work, but something I slapped together, and interesting concept, and would like to get into it more, but just haven't. So that's the brunt of my base. It's amazing whenever you talk about someone's base, and they really tell you what they're thinking and what's in their mind on how they want to do it. You can really tell how different it is from what might be in your head based on how you build a base. So if they said, well, I built a cottage, well, you might be thinking like 1-story little structure. Well, it could be 3 stories. It all depends on how it's built and what that person's viewpoint is. And then as I'm rambling on, this is just a simple watchtower I built. This is as far as I got. But I built it up so that way it looked really aesthetic. Simple cobblestone. I'll just box that back in. And then wood frames all the way down, so that way it doesn't look like it's just floating as one tall beam of light. It looks like it's all being properly supported by the wood. So it might not look clean, but it looks more like a structure than much else, and I like the way it looks. Oh yeah, and I should mention this. Way down there, that great tree, we needed lumber to start off, obviously, and I asked Hockey Girl to go get some lumber. She systematically turned this thing into a huge corkscrew. It goes all the way up, and it looks magnificent, even from this distance. Let's get a little more distance on it. Yeah, it looks absolutely awesome. It needs a little cleanup down by that base area, but it looks really cool from a distance. And those trees are absolutely perfect for that sort of a thing. So we're going to call this a break here at my new base. We're going to head back to Sanctuary. I want to chat with you guys about a thing or two, and then, yeah, we'll call this an episode. So thanks you, and I'll see you in a second. Where the heck did it just go? Okay. Oh, there it is. Now I can do it without even trying. Check this out. You just keep shift clicking, and you can wear the sleeping bag wherever you go. It's like a level 2 Snuggie. Cat on my head, sleeping bag, and a cat on my head. That's a new show right there. There we go, and the one that doesn't exist just disappears. Okay, anyway, enough of that. Oh, my goodness. So I know it's taken me a while to do Minecraft videos, and there's really a reason for that. The market is simply flooded. There's tons of people who are just starting out trying out YouTube. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. No one will notice. There's a lot of people, as I was trying to say, that are really starting to be YouTubers just starting out. People that are just trying to do what they think is the latest and greatest, and they're starting with Minecraft. I mean, they totally should. The reason for that is Notch has done an excellent job allowing people to, well, Notch and the entire Mojang crew really, have done a great job allowing people to really express themselves and to make a living off of it. Holy crap, that works. The real thing about it is everyone's doing it. And the problem is whenever you think you've got the latest and greatest, most awesome Minecraft contraption or what have you, you've really got to make it really the most awesome thing ever. Or the truth of it is no one's going to watch. Whenever I started, when I did start YouTubing and I really started to get this going on, I started with a game called Build-A-Lot, and I noticed that no one else did anything about it before, and that's really what got me to do it. So when I did do it, I got a lot of good, helpful, constructive stuff early on, but in the same regard, I also got a lot of nothing. Now, people may become discouraged. That corner piece needs to be done too. Alright, forget it. That piece of tile disappeared. The thing of it is, I could have been discouraged there and been like, well, I guess I'm not going to be the next big thing. And I realized that I had to really start doing it for my enjoyment. I had to really start doing the YouTube thing for me. I couldn't just do the YouTube thing because I wasn't getting a million zillion views. So it was a really nice wake-up call, and it was a really nice, bit of reality there, that when it really came down to it, I needed to make sure that no matter what happens, that I enjoy what I'm doing. And I did. Oh, I totally do. This is a lot of fun for me. But this is one of the reasons why I'm pulling back on the Minecraft videos a little bit. I feel that there's so much of it out there that it gets really difficult to appreciate really what people have done. And on top of that, it's like if you've seen one Minecraft thing, you've seen a million. And that really depends on what's going on. A lot of new stuff is happening every single day, and it's absolutely amazing to see what's going on. I recommend like B00. I watch Duckem. I watch Etho. I Vex. A lot of those guys, really great stuff, putting it out there every day. They've been able to make this their jobs, and the reason that they've been able to do it is commitment. It's the commitment that they've been putting to do this stuff every single day to put out good quality stuff that really made them in the business. So when it really comes down to it, if you're just starting out doing the YouTube thing yourself, stick with it, be vigilant about it, make sure you're doing it for you, and then on top of all that, make for darn sure that you're putting out good quality stuff. Because if you don't want to watch your own video, then get out of here, Spectral. If you don't want to watch your own video after you've recorded it, then kinda what's the point? So try to put out a product there that you've enjoyed, and then if you enjoy doing what you're doing, other people will also take note. Be happy, be energetic, have fun with it. Those are the most important things about the whole thing. Let's do orange and yellow. I want to keep this diverse. As long as you're going out there and you're happy and you're putting out something that you're satisfied with, then that's what's important. I guess my real message here is two things. One is I'm cutting back a bit on my YouTube stuff, not because I don't enjoy it, but I do enjoy doing other things more. And the second thing is if you're starting out on YouTube, just make sure that you're really enjoying what you're doing. Don't do it for anyone else. Because that's dumb. Do it for you. If you're doing it for you and you enjoy what you're doing, then it won't matter. It won't matter what people say, negative, positive, whatever. Take everything seriously, though. If someone has some sort of criticism, constructive or otherwise, make sure that you're paying attention to what your fans are saying, listen up, and maybe you'll really be the next big thing if you really start to follow what you like to do and how you like to do it. I hope that made sense. I think I kind of talked into a circle. But anyhow, thanks again for joining me, guys. Like I said, Minecraft videos are going to be here and there. I mostly will be concentrating on my RTSs, but I always have fun playing for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy watching. So with that, I'm going to see you next time.